Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle and we have got this IntoResin handmade crystal faceted mold. I mean, how gorgeous is this? So I've done a lot of their molds, but I usually pour them clear and then figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one a little different. We are going to color the rose. I am going to use the Let's Resin chrome powders. God almighty, spit the words out, woman. We're going to use the chrome powders. I'm going to do red for the roses, for the rose, and I'm going to do the chrome green for the leaves, and then we're just going to pour it in clear. The reason that I'm using the chrome is because it doesn't leave as much of a residue than some of the other mica powders. So I've got 4 ounces of resin, which is what I think this is going to take, in the debubbler. And I have a project in my curing machine, so if you hear noise in the background, it's just that. It's just another project that I'm working on. So I apologize for the background noise, but I am trying to get ahead on content for you guys. So I'm going to use this little tiny micro brush. I just get these on Amazon. And I'm going to carefully, oh so carefully, try and get just the rose. And if anybody wants this mold, I will have the link in the description box. And I do have a 20% discount code for this or whatever else that you want to buy. There is also a link if you wanted to be an affiliate. So there's all kinds of good things. I will post this mold in the description. So you're not supposed to use alcohol on this, but I am going to go ahead and clean up around the edges just a little bit because I don't want it to look crappy. So I'm just, and like I said, I've never ever colored one of these handmade molds. So this is a first, and we are going to find out together if this is a good idea or not. And I really, really hope it does not ruin my mold because I will cry. But a lot of their molds are very hard to be able to color them first. So this one, where it was so wide open, I'm like, why not give it a try? And with this chrome powder, you definitely want to make sure you burnish it in really, really well, which is one of the reasons that I'm using the chrome powder versus the mica powder. The mica powder works good if you're going to color it your background color. But I want to leave this clear, but I also want this color to show through. So I'm thinking with the chrome powders is going to be my best bet. So we will find out. So I figured while I was doing this, I could run my casting resin, and I'm just using the Let's Resin casting resin, because this one really, really gets the bubbles out really nice. I don't have a vacuum chamber, so I wish I did. It's on my list of things that I'm saving up for, so I threw supper in my quick cooker. We're doing spaghetti bolognese in the Pampered Chef quick cooker. So I figured I would come down and get this started. And that way there, we will be able to see if this works. So if this works, that's going to give us a lot of endless possibilities with this particular mold. They do have it with plain background. They have it with the faceted, and I think there's one other one that is clear, and I think the sides are clear and the back is the sparkly. So you can check that out. I do have my website link in there. But I mean, look at how pretty that is looking already. So I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this works. So I'm gonna have a little bit of cleanup, but I'm hoping that there isn't much, because this particular powder does not fly away like the other ones do. So I'm hoping and praying I don't ruin this mold. So if anybody does have this mold and has colored it, let me know in the comments. Did it work? Did it ruin your mold? I'm nervous. And I've already had such a crappy day that I don't need any more. All right. So now I'm just going around my edges, just making sure that all my edges are nice and covered. Just burnished in nicely. So then when I blow out the excess powder, I'm not going to have any floaties, hopefully. No floaties, guys. No, we don't want floaties. We do not want floaties. All right. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that looks. So you can see there's a little tiny bit of cleanup, but not a ton. Let me I'm gonna open up my baby wipes. All right. So I'm just going to, and I know you're not supposed to rub your molds or anything, and I just need this to work. I just do. And that's why I'm using a baby wipe, so that it's a little bit more gentle. And I'm just trying to get as close to those edges as I can. And I am going to have to go back and fix some of those areas. So I'm assuming as long as you didn't do this every single time, I think we would be okay. You know, I don't think, if you were using it every day and you were wiping that out, you know, that might not be a good idea, but I think with just the little bits that I'm doing, I think we'll be fine. And I got a little bit over here. All right, so I'm going to take another one, and I am going to use just a little bit of alcohol, even though you're not supposed to. And I'm just going to try and clean up just a little bit around here. So even if there's a little bit on the rose that's not covered, I think I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna, I'm not putting any more powder. I'm just gonna kind of smear what I have on these little vacant spots. Like I said, this powder does go a long way. All right, got one more little spot over here. All right, so we're gonna, hang on, let me get my resin out, it's ready. All right, so we've got my resin here. I'm just gonna take another one, and we're gonna use the green, and we're just gonna get the stem and the leaves. So even if it is just like a hint of the green, I'll be okay with that. Just so we have a little bit of color in there. So I'm going to try and do just like the top of it. And it's even got the little pokey, like the thorns on this. It's really, really intricate, guys. All right, so. just gonna try to brush that in towards the center. All right, hang on. Oh, where are my little makeup spongy things? That might work a little bit better. One of these. All right, let's try this. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's get that stem, that little leaf covered. All right, so let me there we go. You know, guys, this is actually cleaning up really, really easy. Oh, I just... All right. Let me... Where's my red? I'm just going to put a little bit more on this other end and kind of go over my rose a little bit more, just to intensify the tips. All right, we're gonna call that good. I am going to blow the crap out of this. Oh, and I got some green here I missed. I wiped off. All right. So there's a little bit right there. And a little bit on the bottom. We're gonna call that good. All right, so we are just going to, I do want to put a little bit of crushed crystal. Maybe, hang on. Pink, green, gold. Instead of crushed crystal. Let's do a little bit of this, the alcohol, Marabou alcohol rainbow. That way it kind of gives a little bit of color. So any spots that I did miss cleaning up, maybe it'll blend in. Who knows? It's just wishful thinking on my part. All right, and we don't need a ton. Just ever so gently. So I am gonna pour a thin layer in the bottom, and then I'm going to make sure that there's no bubbles clinging on the rose. So I know there is a few bubbles in here, but I'm hoping they will degas on their own. All right, so. And I'm just going to use this rubber. And I'm trying not to get my head in the way here. I'm not seeing any clinging bubbles, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. Oops. Let me get my long neck lighter, and I just dropped something in there. Are you kidding me? Oh. All right. So I'm not going near the mole itself. I'm just getting them little pesky surface bubbles. And let's pour some more. Are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna be short. Really? Yeah, we could definitely use 1 more ounce. And I've got a few pesky bubbles. All right, so what I will do is I'm just gonna mix up another ounce off camera, run it through the debubbler, we'll get it poured, and I will be back on the demold, guys. I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. So I made up 2 ounces. I filled this, and then I poured these. So they're just the clear with the Marabou rainbow. So that one came out really cute too. I love these little flowers. So I've got to come up with an idea where I can use a whole bunch of them. All right, let me just zoom in a little bit here for you guys so you can see. And I do have a bubble. I can already see it in his little eye. So this is the next morning, guys. I did get a good night's sleep last night, so. this just a little bit of overage, but oh, that's his ear. I was like, I couldn't figure out what it was. So this is the little polar bear. And let's see. I think he'll show up better on black. Isn't he so precious? I love this. I would love to find a bigger one. And of course, our turtle. I think this might be the first clear one that I've ever poured. But look at the sparkle, guys. And right now, IntoResin is having a sale. So, like this one is on sale. I'm not sure if the little turtle is, but so if you use the code in my description box, it will give you 20% off on top of that. So, but this is what I am dying to see. And please, no bubbles. No, 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 no bubbles. All right, so I kind of like it this way, but this part is hollow. So it might go this way on the stand. So I guess you could do it either way, because either way is pretty. And there is, there's one little bubble here. And one little bubble there. But other than that, it is beautiful. There might be a few little micro bubbles in here, but it doesn't really show because the piece is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the sparkle in here. All right, let me grab a light. My light bases. All right. I've got a small one and I've got a large one. Let me shut my ring light off. And so let's try the small one first. And this one changes color, so I don't know if it's going to give us a true, but even that is pretty. But I don't know, if I hadn't painted it, then maybe. All right, let's try the plain light. All right. Let me put it on here so that I'm not totally blinding you guys. Oh, not one. But look at how gorgeous that is. So that is this way, which I'm assuming is the way maybe it's supposed to go. But this way is also really pretty. So on the light, I do kind of like it better this way. But overall, I'm impressed that, you know, the mica powder worked, the chrome powder. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the description. I mean, it just really, you know, and if it was dark, it would really, really stand out. So on the next one, I will be probably doing the pumpkin. And I might redo this one in a color just so we could see the difference. So yeah, I've got a little bit of cleaning to do. Like I said, we had started moving some stuff in the basement so I can like get myself reorganized out there, because I need to set up a shelving unit that I can put my finished products on so that they're all together. And I do want to get, I've had my stuff upstairs for like a week. I want to get the pictures and get them up on my website. So I will probably put this on my website. So, I mean, even like this. So I'm actually thinking about making like a coaster. I don't know if one of my coasters would fit over that. Let me see. Oh, so what I might do is make a coaster base, because then it would cover, you know, like it would fit on the top, like it would end up being like this. But I'll maybe use one of my coasters that don't have the lip. And then this would have something to sit on instead of that, you know, that base being kind of iffy. So yeah. So probably in my next video, when I do that, I'll probably pour a base to go with this, and then I will sell it as a set. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. I will see you next time. I have got a lot to do, and I want to get some space cleared up down here, and then I want to rearrange my living room so that I can bring my Halloween stuff up. So I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye, guys.